Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Saturday, June 26th, 5:24 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Check out bitcoindailyview.com. Got more for you there. Getting this video out early and quick because there'll probably be updates maybe throughout the day just because things are volatile. So I'll try to keep up and do short videos when there are price actions worth noting this weekend. All right, some fun news inside the Perfume DAO that's creating a scent of the metaverse NFT. Link to this over at Bitcoin Daily View. Could perfumes become NFTs? This is an interesting thought. You can check it out. It's over there at bitcoindailyview.com. Just true craziness. This is eclectic. This is far out. I mean, it sounds goofy, but check it out. Worth noting. This morning, only moments ago, I started listening to this interview Crypto Love did with expert trader, ex Goldman Sachs, reveals Bitcoin bottom and ultimate portfolio for Bull Run 2021. I'm not through it yet, but the guys from Token Metrics, and this is truly badass. This is actually top quality, good stuff. For the serious crypto trader, this is worthwhile. Looking at the red bubbles this morning, that's kind of all there is. It's a red day in the market so far with Bitcoin's ravishing volatility this morning. All right, looking at Coin 360 once again, we're a red day in the market. Starting to see some greens come up. We'll see how that progresses throughout the day. Here's the big thing. Of course, we know there was some Bitcoin price action this morning. As we get towards that, we'll look at that, of course. But note what's really important here. We see a 30% increase in spot volume across Binance. That's really, really important. Of course, other exchanges are following suit. So we're seeing this uptick in volume. That's what we need for Bitcoin to break out of that 30 to 40K range that it's been in. Also, looking at just Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, it's kind of it's not bad. It was 8 billion, I think, yesterday. About 7 or almost 8 billion today. So it's nice that we see 1, 2, 3 exchanges over a billion. That's good to go. So we're seeing an uptick in volume. One thing I like seeing is an uptick in volume across multiple exchanges being over a billion. So anyway, we're seeing spot volume is up across exchanges. I should say spot volume is up on Binance, which is encompassing all cryptos on Binance. Looking at just Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, not impressive yet. We really need, I think, about 10 billion, 12, 15 billion for maybe even a couple days to really get out of this range. So nice volume, but not too impressive yet. Be cautious. Bitcoin market stats. I love this site. Range last 24 hours is 30,200 to 30,400. We definitely, hopefully, everybody, if it's the way you're playing things, maybe some of your limit orders filled if you have confidence in this range holding, and 30K being the bottom. All right, how many gold coins would a Bitcoin buy you today? 17.88. Let's look at silver versus gold. Silver and gold. Gold up top, still sideways. Silver still sideways with a bit of up. Nice that they're recovering from that dip. I don't think the market's open yet, so we'll kind of ignore these other ones. On the 4-hour chart, check this out. This is important to note. Big deal here. So on a 4-hour chart, we have some positive price action rolled in, and then what happened? Of course, shorts rolled in here. So this is a Bitcoin price, shorts here, and then longs here. So shorts continue to be kind of high. That's definitely keeping Bitcoin from pumping. And of course, the longs are slowly getting wrecked. In fact, I'm sure a lot just did get wrecked. So anyway, be careful. Whales are still in control, even with this morning's slightly exciting price action. All right, here we go. The shorts once again had a slight moon. Basically, here's an hourly chart, and so you can see that. Let me get rid of this little guy here. This morning, you can see we had some fun price action. That's nice to see. I like it. We also had some, dumped price action. So we definitely had this kind of, V-shaped dump and recovery there. Boom, boom, and of course, you can see the shorts were up a good deal right when this happened. So I really think that we had some positive price. Well, it looks like shorts went up, it dumped, and now Bitcoin's on the way back up. Let's look. Where's my open tab? Here we go. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I could analyze this a little bit deeper, but suffice it to say that we had with some negative price action, some positive price action. Shorts are still really high, and then longs are decreasing. So most likely that dump that we had not too long ago wiped a lot of longs out. Those longs were probably not institutional. Most likely that was retail traders getting wiped. So anyway, be careful playing this 30 to 40K range. We're still in very, very volatile territory. Once again, you can see on the hourly chart here, we had a nice strong dump. Gosh, I mean, I hope that people got some limit orders purchased if that's the way they're playing it. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, of course, as always. But it's interesting to watch this. Look at that slight uptick in shorts right there, and then bam! And then now it's recovering. It's like that is just so... That's really interesting, isn't it? And this would be longs versus shorts on... this is shorts on Binance. This is price action on Binance. So anyway... That's what the best with the big volume is. It looks like some strong manipulation to me. All right, now with that said, unfortunately on the daily chart, where we did not hold on to that 314 moving average, we have not gotten support above the 0.5 fib line, which is right around 34,272. And I draw this fib line based on a dump and then a upward price movement that basically started on the 13th or 15th of March. So this is my daily fib. I'm sticking with it. I think it seems to fit. So if we continue down the .618 fib line, which is a strong place to bounce, is 27,000. So just be watchful, because right now it seems like the game that we're playing is ranging between the .5 and the 618, 27,000, .5, 34,000. So, and that's kind of close. Well, that's somewhat right where we've been ranging. So be careful, everybody. Note this also. Daily MACD is still trending negative. Be careful. When daily MACD is negative, that's going to be downwards pressure on Bitcoin. When it's positive, that's upwards pressure on Bitcoin. So still, volatile market, still weak. Now, this morning, as you can see, we had this glorious dump. Now we're having this glorious recovery. Nice little V shape there. I do like seeing that. Do note that the directional index and the ADX are still in negative territory. Squeeze indicator is not showing anything too positive. KRI is now upwards. That is a good thing. It's in the green. We might be seeing some overbought territory with the stochastic RSI. Lazy bear indicator, if it will pop up for me here. Lazy bear indicator, very, very powerful indicator. This one here is not. Let me see if I can get this to. Here we go. Lazy bear indicator is showing the oscillator is above the signal. At the bottom here, it's showing upwards mobility, definitely possible. So everyone, be careful. Note that on the 45-minute chart, we are still below the 200 moving average. We dumped when we were below it, and now we're recovering when we are below it. So definitely, if we start moving up, we're going to see resistance, most likely, at the 200 moving average, which would be right around right now, about 33,200. So expect some resistance there if we continue moving up. Let's just take a little note here. What kind of a dump was that? That was about, 5%. And then what kind of recovery has it been so far? Boom, about 4.4%. So we dumped 5 and then we pumped 5. So interesting note. And of course you can see, if I go back here, you can see that, a good amount of shorts exist. Some of those have trailed off. And then look at all these longs that got wrecked during that. So that's what wishful thinking will get you. Sorry. Anyway, like I say, once again, not to belabor it, but we dumped here right about the time that shorts pumped up a little bit on Binance. So the whales are in control. They're playing games with us, but don't worry. Eventually, truly, they are going to let Bitcoin go. So check this out. This is a Bitcoin versus USDT, a 45-minute chart on Binance. As you can see, we've kind of been playing for the last, I don't know how many days now. Let me kind of look at this. If I was to kind of count this up, how many days now? Yeah, about, give or take 38 days. We've been in this about 30 to 40K range. Right now, we have twice recently visited the bottom of that range. So just be watchful. Like, I know I always belabor the point, but we could very easily start ranging down here between like 30 and 25K if the whales so decide that is the case. Just be watchful, because realize they are creating liquidity. That's why they're doing this. They're shaking out the weak hands. Big money is still just buying. Either they're buying the very bottoms here, or they're just buying regardless. You can go to, was it I'm gonna start showing it actually in the mornings. Bitcoin. It's a site that shows you all the big players and how much they have and how much they're accumulating. So we should look at that quickly every day. Basically, like I say, big money is buying like crazy while it shakes the retail investors out. And I can see right here, not to give people crap because I never want to glorify somebody's failure. But these shorts that got wrecked here, what were you thinking? Now the big money's got your Bitcoin. Just be wary. You really got to be playing this game. You got to keep those. Have a plan. Um, I can tell you what I did. I did have some buys in at 31,000, 30,500, and 30,000. Of course, some of those filled at the 31,000 and the 30,500. But I'm willing to buy at that price, given this range right now. Even if we were to dump lower, I'm happy with that. Like right now, these sideways actions, the ranges usually last between 30 and 60 days. Right now we're at 38 days or so. So I'm willing to possibly. I know I could take a dollar value loss in my portfolio, but not like a sat loss, basically. So I'm willing to start myself. This is just my plan. I'm starting to accumulate these dips here in this range, but I am hardly all in. They're just small buys because I don't want to miss it. And once they get in profit, I put a trailing take profit in because I would like to make money before it either goes back to the bottom again or starts ranging even lower. All right, I sound like a broken record. I kind of say the same thing every day. Be watchful. This is a nice price movement. I love this dump. I like this pump, this quick recovery. It shows that there's shit tons of buy orders buying this up. But do you realize that we are still, and I think that these charts here kind of prove it, these longs and shorts, kind of prove that this manipulation. They put a bunch of shorts in, they dumped it, now it's recovering. Before it dumped, there was a lot of short pressure, and of course what happened when it dumped? Longs got wrecked, most likely retail longs. Play it safe, guys. Just have a plan, think about it. Even if you don't, how do you want to play this right now? If you wanted to be ultra super crazy conservative, you could wait if you're on the sidelines until we get out of this range, get a confirmation around 42 or 41,000 and have all strong indicators that the whales have let this range go, because once they do, like I say, I believe, in my opinion, we'll see $10,000, $20,000 increased days. I think that's going to be a crazy rocket ship to Pluto, pure Lambo mode. So if you want to be ultra conservative, go for it. In general, I kind of split my trading plan up where I am now buying these dips, that when it gets below 31K, I'm buying slight, buys with trailing take profits, and then also I am ready to go. I am poised to buy when we break out above this. I will start hedging back in pretty aggressively. All right, Doge had a beautiful uptrend recently. Of course, that's been broken, but do check this out. It's very important. It did lose its momentum, but it's ranging between the 200 moving average and the 314 moving average on the 45-minute chart. So this is not the worst thing in the world. We're getting lots of breaks below and above the 200 moving average in general. It is trending down, yes, right now, but Doge is a remarkably strong chart against USDT during these volatile times. These indicators are not super strong right now, but in general, Doge, I like the way that it's kind of standing up to the manipulation. It's nice. One thing I would always note to people, as far as strong alts, right now Bitcoin is below its 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart. Doge is struggling to stay above, and that's pretty darn powerful. When Bitcoin gets healthy, begins to move up, I would not be surprised if Doge outpaces it, at least for a while. SHIB, everybody loves it. SHIB versus USDT over here on Binance doing the same thing. Powerful break above the 200 moving average and the 314 moving average, and now it's ranging in between. Chart is not too bad looking. ETH versus BTC, my dream long swing trade. Well, right now ETH BTC is below the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, and still dropping in the indicators, and for the most part are shit. So my dream has not come true yet. This is a 15-minute chart. If we look at a 45-minute chart, it's just even more ghastly. So not a play anytime soon, but one thing to note, when you do see these beautiful prolonged downtrends like this, where you break the moving average and you just keep cruising below it, Eventually, you will see the 200 moving average level out some. You'll see a break above, and this is where you can see powerful moves up. So I am watching ETH for that glorious swing trade that lasts a few months, makes me incredible amounts of money. It's on my bucket list. I visualize it daily. Anyway, thanks for being part of the Peaceful Revolution. This matters. It's an interesting day. The weekend is starting interesting with a little bit more volume than I would have thought. Some manipulation early Saturday morning. That's pretty darn cool. Or late Friday night, however you look at it. Remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, before I say that, let me just note one thing. I wanted to... we mentioned Crypto Loves our video, very, very good. The NFT, that's very, very cool. But here's something I thought that's really worthwhile looking at. Michael Saylor, he did this tweet this morning. If you want to give joy to 5 billion people, you need digital music. If you want to give knowledge to 5 billion people, you need digital books. If you want to give wealth to 5 billion people, you need digital property. I like that. And then CZ, still worried about Bitcoin going to zero? Relax and think. It won't. On top of many other reasons, it is now legal tender in a few countries. That's pretty darn remarkable now, isn't it? And then once again, or not once again, but up front, what's this crazy thing? Anyway, this is rather interesting to me. Is unvaccinated sperm really the next Bitcoin? It's kind of just a fun article. But it brings up it kind of redefines what NFTs, tokenization of assets could be. And then, oh my heavens, what about unvaccinated organs and things like that? Are the unvaxxed not only being kind of like, cast out of society at this point? Do we now have to worry about being kidnapped and harvested? Well, not yet, but make ready. All right, with that said, BitcoinDailyView.com. Got more for you there. Remember that every Bitcoin Satoshi you own makes a piece of shit globalist Klaus Schwab looking awful skexy reptilian creature cry.